the sea was quieting down. The water grew dim, and the coral glowed with soft colours, pinks, blues, and sleepy greens. Far below the waves, under a big coral arch, Tally the sea turtle blinked her calm eyes and stretched her flippers. Floating nearby, Zippy the dolphin twirled in a slow spiral. He wasn't tired, not even a little. "Let's play," he said, his tail flicking. Tally smiled. "Let's play softly," she said. From under a shell, a round little friend puffed up with excitement. Bubbles, the puffer fish, blinked his big eyes had spun once in the water. "Is it night time already?" "It's almost night," Tally said, "but not quite." And that's when they saw something. A sparkle in the water, a glow that blinked once, then again. Tally tilted her head, Zippy twitched. Bubbles slowly floated up toward the glow. Then, flash! A tiny fish zipped past. It had glowing blue dots down its sides, and it lit the water around it like a nightlight on fins. "Whoa!" breathed Bubbles. "Did you see that?" More glowing fish appeared, twinkling, flickering, flashing in patterns. Zippy flipped. "Let's follow them." Tally nodded slowly. "Let's glide gently. No startling." Bubbles puffed up halfway so he could float smooth and quiet. Together, they began to follow the sparkles through the gentle sea. The glowing fish moved in circles. They zipped left, then right, then swirled around a sea plant in perfect loops. Zippy copied them. "Spin like this," he giggled, twirling in the water. Tally moved it in a big, slow circle. Bubbles tried to twirl, but instead, he bounced off a bubble and did a sideways roll. "Oops," he said with a smile. The glowing fish blinked twice and then zipped forward again. "Come on," Zippy called. "They want us to follow." The fish moved through a canyon of coral. Their lights lit the walls with soft glows. Purple, blue, golden, green. Zippy darted between coral towers, fast and wiggly. Bubbles bounced behind, lighting up whenever a glowfish swam past. Tally swam calmly below them, guiding the way like a peaceful boat. The fish curved and turned and made a glowing ribbon through the sea. "It's like a parade," said Bubbles. "A glowfish parade." They all laughed and followed the fish deeper into the reef. Suddenly, all the glowfish darted into hiding spots. "Where'd they go?" whispered Zippy. Bubbles blinked. "Are we playing a game?" From behind a rock, one fish blinked. Flash! From a crack in coral. Blink! From under a shell. Twinkle! "Hide and glow, seek," said Tally. The friends searched for blinking lights. Zippy peeked behind a sponge. Flash! Bubbles wiggled into seaweed. Twinkle! Tally gently lifted a stone. Glow! They giggled every time a fish flashed from a new hiding spot. It was quiet, calm, but full of fun. After the game, the fish gathered again. This time, they swam upward in a spiral, higher and higher. Tally followed below. Zippy zipped to the top. Bubbles puffed up just enough to float slowly in the middle. All around them, the water lit up with tiny fish lights, like stars. They're making a sky, whispered Bubbles. Underwater stars, said Tally. They floated there, all three of them, inside a swirl of sparkles. One fish swam close to Bubbles and tickled his nose. He puffed up in surprise, bowing, and bumped into Zippy. Zippy spun and bumped into Tally. Tally laughed and spun once in place. Glow bump, giggled Zippy. Bump a fish, said Bubbles. They giggled and wiggled as more glowing fish joined the game, zooming gently, never too fast, just enough to make everyone bounce and spin. The glowfish led them to a wide open space, soft seagrass, glowing coral, and jellyfish drifting like balloons. This must be their resting place, said Tally. The glowfish swam in slow circles, blinking softly. Some floated near coral pillows, others curled into the grass. The water grew darker, quieter, softer. Zippy floated in a gentle loop and finally stilled. Bubbles drifted down into a patch of soft sand. Tally tucked her flippers in and closed her eyes just a little. The glowfish blinked slowly now, like blinking stars in a sleepy sky. Nobody said anything for a while. The sea moved slowly. Bubbles let out a tiny bubble and watched it float. Zippy blinked one eye, then the other. Tally gave a slow, happy breath. They didn't need music, they didn't need lights, just the soft blinking of fish. Best parade ever, Bubbles mumbled. The quiet kind, said Zippy. The glowing kind, whispered Tally. After a long rest, the friends gently turned back. The fish stayed behind, still glowing in the garden. Tally swam steady. Zippy swam soft and smooth. Bubbles floated gently, not even puffed. They followed the same coral path home. But this time it felt different, sleepy and calm. Tally reached her sandy nook and settled in. Zippy nestled between two soft sea fans. Bubbles tucked himself into a coral curl. They blinked slowly, their fins still. The reef shimmered quietly. A few glowfish blinked once in the distance. And just like that, the day became night. The sea rocked gently like a cradle. Tomorrow, Tally thought, we'll find another dance. Tomorrow, thought Zippy, I'll flip even higher. Tomorrow, thought Bubbles, I hope we glow again. And with that, the glowfish parade faded into dreams, ready to begin again when morning comes.